Hello, this is Masahiko of the Hiko Report. I'm doing a Hiko blog based on the words and statements that were made by Raven-Symoné. I will be playing Frodo Phantasma, and this is basically just kind of a video podcast kind of thing. A few days ago, Raven-Symoné said, "I am very discriminatory against words like the ones they were saying in those names, but I'm not about to hire you if your name is Watermelon Lodra." Sorry, I can't even say it. Now, the black community as well as others aren't mad but pissed. We as African Americans deal with so much from profiling and police brutality to being looked down upon by our own neighbors. What she says is a very big issue in the black community. There are many blacks who do not wish to see another succeed even. As a child, I was surrounded by black businesses, but as an adult, I only see about maybe 3 to 4 around me, maybe even less. Let's see. To be more on topic, I wrote some of this down. There we go. To be more on topic, Miss Symone, you said you would discriminate against the names in the viral video. Let's see, pretty much many of them were fake names. I'm pretty sure some of them were true. But regardless, discrimination is wrong, and even in some places, as in Jersey for one, it's illegal. Now, she also states she was discriminated against because of skin and age. But sweetie, don't be part of the problem, be part of the solution. But how can you be part of the solution when I quote from Atlanta Black Star? I'll have a link down in the description. Those people who got offended by Raven-Symoné's latest comment shouldn't have been surprised. Even before The View gave her a national platform to showcase her ignorance, she was already infamous for making off-the-wall comments about race and identity. In an interview with Oprah, she said, "I have a nice, interesting grade of hair." She then went to say she did not consider herself African American because she also identified with Asian, white, and Native American culture. And I'll be honest, I'm part Native American and white culture, but we don't want her. You know, like those kind of. I really don't like those kind of people. And during an interview with E! Correspondent Alicia Quarles, please correct me if I'm wrong, Raven-Symoné revealed her ignorance about geography when she said, "Thank you to Ancestry.com for sending me my DNA test. I am from every continent in Africa. Every continent in Africa. Except for one, and I'm also from every continent in Europe, except for one." Yeah. And there was a tweet which may have been photoshopped, and I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. This was on 10/9/15, around 2:34 p.m. I'm not African American nor black. It took me time to find myself, and I've done so. To be honest, I'm actually dark white. So yeah, I'm sorry, but there's no such thing. On PerezHilton.com, which is not the greatest source, but they even said there's no evidence of hacking or troll. Once again, let's give her some benefit of the doubt. But based on the track record, I honestly wouldn't be surprised either. Because, I mean, you even said that you don't consider yourself black or African American, so yeah. Now, there are white-skinned people who are black and vice versa, but put that on a government paper or that dark white thing, and most likely they would void your application for false information, and maybe even give you some jail time or a fine or something. I'm black, Native American, and Irish. We can say black or African American, either or. I identify myself as basically either or, African descent or black, which is the same thing to me. And I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that's going to be like, "Oh, we're not the same thing," but to some people it is the same thing. That's my heritage, and I'm pretty sure there's much more to it. Maybe some German or something. I don't know. Would love to know. But what people need to do, we need to embrace who we are, honestly. Many people are also talking about her sexuality, but here at the Hiko Report, we respect everyone's gender, and though attacking it, I like to say shame on you, as there's nothing to do with said topic. That's the only thing I would defend her to the death on. She has apologized, but honestly, it's a half-assed comment that is on Facebook talking about how she was hacked with no apologizing at all on Twitter. And I quote, my comment about discrimination has spun out of control. I'd like to begin by saying I was not attacking a specific race, but repeating a name that was said in a viral video which has received over 2 million likes. I've been denied many jobs because of my skin color, body size, and age. Each time I was rejected, my self-esteem was negatively affected, so I emphasize with those who feel victimized by what I said. I would hope that when it comes to hiring, our names, physical appearance, sexual orientation, and age would never outweigh our qualifications, but oftentimes they do. That's the truth, and it sucks. But I should not be a part of the problem, I should be part of the solution. As an equal opportunity employer, I have never discriminated against a name. Even though I said I would, it's not true. My comment was in poor taste, my lack of empathy toward name discrimination was uncalled for. I would also like to say on Friday my account was hacked. Those are not my words. For those only on Facebook who do not know about what the hack means, which is most likely your Twitter, like I said, a few sites said there's no evidence of the hacking. But you said you're an equal opportunity employer, but said you would discriminate. You can't be both. And you say it was say it as a joke. But here's the thing: you yourself said you were discriminated against, so you're proving it's not a joke. Even your own father defended you to a point, saying you're an adult and say some dumb shit. But honestly, you went overboard. People even defend her, saying, "Oh, she says it's a shitstorm, but company's been doing it for years." Yes, but they don't say it publicly. Look at Abercrombie and Finch, and they do get slack. They still get slack. I used to work for them about 5 years ago, seasonal, and yes, I've been somewhat discriminated against myself because I am a big person, and their uniform they want to do is technically clothes that is too small for me. It's way, and they even, it was the manager. She even said, "Oh, when you get clothes that fits you perfectly, I don't see they fit you, but you get the clothes for work, they're too small." I'm fat and you're skinny. Obviously, you would not understand why. And if you're a manager, you should honestly understand how clothes work, especially when you wash them. Even if you hang dry them, there is some shrinkage sometimes. And this is your profession at the moment. I am very sorry, but at this point, you should not be working in clothing if you do not understand that very, very simple thing. Let me see. Now, I do want to get personal right here. When I was younger, I had a big crush on Raven. Looking forward, I feel she needs to educate herself on many matters and on controlling her mouth, because once she leaves the view, I feel she'll have a very hard time trying to find another job. And another thing, your name, Raven-Symoné, to many would be considered ghetto, and I am actually one person that would consider Raven-Symoné. Raven already is a bird. It pretty much translates to that, obviously, and I didn't look up the definition for either or. Symone, I don't know, but in all honesty, it does sound like a black or African type name. And you yourself, so saying you don't consider yourself an African American when you actually are, I kind of feel that is, like I said, this on a personal level, I kind of feel that's kind of self-hatred to your own self. If you are even talking about how current black media is, you could even say maybe you are ashamed of what it has become and how you feel that the current media depicts black people in a very negative light, such as how the rap music is. No, honestly, in my own personal opinion, nothing like it used to be. And people are saying, "Oh, it's not for the old crowd, it's for the new crowd." Well, why can't it be for all crowds? In all honesty, so that's just how I feel on a personal level. And like I said before, Raven, please educate yourself. You are black. You may be considered. You're also white as well. as you said, you're from many of the countries in Europe, in the continent of Europe. So let's make that clear. I'm pretty sure people actually have corrected you on that as well. I will leave you with the rest of the video. Everyone, you have a wonderful night.
Symone, 女だったか。
分かっていただければ。私は進まなければいけない。
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
手をもらいました。そこだろ。キッチン。そこ。まだ危ない。もらいました。やそこ。やこれが中止です。価値はない。そこ。もらいました。価値はない。もらいました。これが中止です。もらいました。逃げたって無駄ですよ。そこだろ。見えるか見えるか。こっちです。手をそう見える。こっちです。そこだろ。引く。高ま。懲役解放。意味なし。ない。とろけ。見えるか。見える。価値はない。私の勝ちですね。
Noel